Hi, ladies, hi, gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of the Linda Ogweno Political Show. In this show, we purpose to increase the number of women participating in politics. We also purpose to increase the number of female successful candidates. This we achieve through training women on politics and the political processes in Kenya. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to look at some of the challenges that are affecting women. Why is it that we have few women getting into the political arena? Why is it that we have even fewer women winning elections? But before we delve into that, let's look at Kenya's political history. As far as women representation is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, the first time elections were held in Kenya was in the year 1964. In that year, unfortunately, there was no woman who was elected. However, there was a woman who actually contested for elections. She is the first woman in Kenya to ever vie for a seat in Kenya. Her name was Ruth Habwe. Today, on behalf of women in politics, I would want to commend her for throwing herself in the political arena and for giving us her shoulders that we may stand on it. The next time elections were held in Kenya was in the year 1969. In that year, Kenya elected her first female representative. Her name was Grace Onyango, and she goes in history as the first woman to ever be elected in Kenya. The next time elections were held in Kenya was in the year 1974. In 1974, 4 women were elected. The next time elections were held was in the year 1979. In 1979 again, 4 women were elected. Ladies and gentlemen, elections were then held in the year 1983. In 1983, the figures reduced slightly and we had only 2 women being elected. Again, elections were held in 1988 and again 2 women were elected. In 1992, we had the numbers growing up slightly and 6 women were elected. In 1997, ladies and gentlemen, out of all the people who were elected, only 4.1% were women. In 2002, only 4.3% were women. In 2007, the numbers went up slightly to 7.1. In 2013, the numbers were at 7.7. In 2017, the numbers rose slightly to 9.1. The last elections that were held in Kenya in 2022 only managed to achieve 10.6 female representation in Kenya. You can see that these numbers are low. So why are these numbers low? What are some of the challenges that women have faced over the years and are still facing today in Kenya as far as politics is concerned? One of the challenges that is facing women is lack of finances. Politics in Kenya and the political process of campaigning to achieve and attain a seat is very financially intensive and requires a lot of money. Unfortunately, most women in Kenya do not have the financial muscles for this, hence eliminating some of them from the political scene. Politics in Kenya is equally very violent. The process of going to rallies and looking for votes is very, very violent and very insecure. And so this also plays a role in hindering women from getting in the political arena. There is a very huge lack of mentorship, lack of female mentorship. Women politicians, in most cases, do not have somebody to handhold them and to show them how to navigate through the political torrents. Another challenge that women in politics are facing is lack of training. Where can a woman go to find information about politics? Where can they go and be trained to equip them with the knowledge that is necessary for them to be able to win elections and to be able to face the challenges that may come with the political terrain? Thank God that this channel hopes to address that challenge. And we hope that from the lessons that we're giving women through this channel, more women will be able to get into the political scene, as I said before, and to win election. The other challenge that is facing women is actually political parties. Political parties in Kenya, we will delve into that in details in another episode. But they are the vehicle by which an aspirant can vie. There are areas in Kenya where if you get the party ticket, you are as good as elected. However, the process of getting the party ticket remains a Herculean task for most female politicians. Parties don't hold credible, free, fair, verifiable party nominations. So they end up locking out many women from getting the party ticket and from winning elections. Some parties also don't have very strict rules about policies and laws that are affecting women. For example, sexual laws. And because of this gap, some women experience things that are not very positive and end up either leaving those parties or not content about joining certain parties. Women in Kenya are equally considered to be home caregivers. A woman is expected to take care of her children, her husband, and her home. Culture does not understand very well why a woman would leave her primary role to go into politics. Some cultures in Kenya consider a woman not to be a good leader. Their patriarchal system make them choose a man vis-a-vis a woman. We have cultures in Kenya that practice clanism. And these clans, in most cases, end up selecting a man over a woman to represent them and to be their leader. We also have some churches and spiritual institutions that do not encourage women leadership. These, ladies and gentlemen, are just but a few of some of the challenges that are affecting women. So I would want to hear from you in the comment section. What are some of the challenges that are affecting women from the area where you come from? If you're a woman who has contested for elections before, what are some of the challenges that you faced? And if you're a woman who's planning to vie, what are some of the challenges that you anticipate that you could be able to meet out there? And let's start delving into it and start discussing what are some of the possible solutions that we can use to address these challenges. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, bye-bye. keep safe.